The software you are using now was produced through the efforts of many people. Designers, artists, programmers, musicians, and also for the hardworking professionals. If you make copies of this software for any reason other than to make a personal backup, you're not only breaking the law, but raising the cost of software for all legitimate users. Please, do not make illegal copies of the game. Oh, by the way, you will need the information contained in the printed documentation to successfully complete this game. In other words, it's not just a law, it's a good idea. So that's how it starts. How we start our adventure to the next level, so to speak. Because, after all, it is continuation of our adventures. So, hello everybody. I'm your friend and everlasting player SpiderMwa, and I welcome you to Quest for Glory 2 Trial by Fire. Let's put on the music. Now, it's gonna take a while because I'm actually doing a stream out of this, so it's gonna be just like with the first game. I'll be streaming it and be cutting it into pieces, and well, we'll just see how it goes. Right? Right. You may be wondering why I'm talking with such a different kind of voice than I usually have. It's because I have a little bit of a cold. I was in the sauna just earlier to take care of it, and so that my voice would be a lot better than it usually is. But I've noticed that it didn't help me that much. So I'll be talking in a more soothing and lower voice for you. Ooh. Well, anyway. So for now, I'm just gonna wait until people start arriving, and then we're gonna start the game. So, like before, this time we have a djinn instead of a dragon. And pretty great sound effects when you think about it. You wouldn't think that the early DOS games would have such great sound effects, but this one does. Especially that laugh. Quest for Glory 2 Trial by Fire. Ooh, intense fire. Gotta be careful that you don't get, burned. So it's pretty much the same productive team as with the first game. And I gotta hand it to them, they really upped their ante with this game. Better graphics, better control, some new stuff that you have for the character in your skills. And, as you can see, game designers, the Cole couple. Yeah, the Cole couple, yeah. Now something funny is gonna happen soon here. I think it's right here. And cue the fun. Yup, you saw it. That was Starship Enterprise. I think that was Enterprise D. No, C. It's from the next generation, not from the original. That was the next generation Enterprise with, Picard. You no get regret this, boss. Guaranteed invest in town or you no got them your money back. Just be prepared for me having awful accents in this one. How's about a nice... Wait, what is that up there? And I do mean horrible accents. Boing.
No, that costume just will not do.
Of course, when we came here in the flying carpet with our friends.
Now you look like a hero, Shapeir style.
Of course, in our heroic pose as well. And there's Abdullah smiling happily. But yeah, that's how the introduction happens. We arrive in Shapeir with our friends on the flying carpet, just like it ended in the first game. We were flying in the carpet. Must have been quite a trip. Not sure how far Shapeir is from Spielberg. I assume it's pretty far away because this is a desert area after all, and Spielberg is up in the north. So you can pretty much imagine how long it must have taken these guys to get here. But we got a new outfit, we got our old friends, and new adventures. That's how it goes. Oh yes. So let's just go to the import a hero.
And places in the Discord which you save your winning hero from Quest for Glory 1, so you want to be a hero, into the Discord so that your hero can make the journey to Shapeir.
I know, awkward, you know, you just know. So characters saved in Scum VM are shown automatically. I have 2 other characters that I used to play on the game. But yeah, they don't really exist anymore because I destroyed all the save games that I had a long time ago. I still think they actually do exist on the 3rd game, but the 3rd game I screwed up the game. I think I explained it on the 1st game when I played it through, so no need to explain it here. I just screwed up. I can't play it. I had to start over and haven't done it. So characters successfully imported. Now there was a thing with this game when it first appeared that it had a glitch, a really bad glitch, that when you imported the character it would default into the warrior. Yeah, if you had played a magic user or a thief, they would be warriors in this game. That was a really bad glitch from the designers. I don't know how they missed that, but man, people must have been pissed off when they bought the game and they couldn't continue with their chosen class. This picture shows that I am a thief because I have a dagger in my hand, but still, back in the day, people must have been miffed. Just think about it. You buy a game, you want to continue the series with your previously made character, and when you import it, you cannot play the character class that you had. Let me see. Good example, Mass Effect. You play Mass Effect 1 through as a soldier, or let's say an engineer. You import that character to Mass Effect 2, and it defaults into a soldier. I mean, how pissed off would you be if you cannot keep the same class? That would be just annoying. But that was the glitch with the game back in the day. But I'm glad that it got resolved pretty quickly because people sent all those letters and everything to Sierra to tell them that, hey, you screwed up really badly. And it's a good thing that it got fixed because I want to continue as a thief. There are some things that a thief can do here. And it's a very unique gameplay with the thief, I have to say. And I do mean a very unique gameplay. You could say that being the thief in this game is the hardest way to play the game. It was pretty difficult with the first game, although in the first game the difficulty is mostly that you don't have any money. I need to buy all those health potions and everything. While with the thief it's really easy to get all the gold that you need to get lots of health potions. While in this game, well, there is one mission that you can do, but other things that require some other ways of doing things is pretty much the same as the Warriors playthrough, except, like I said, there are differences that you can do. But I'm just keeping myself on this screen for a while because I'm still waiting for people to arrive. Let's go. Start the game.
Is it not amazing how quickly we have set up this inn? The Catastel is already the center of Shapeir's entertainment. Where else can you watch Shema dance?
And thank you, Steam, for letting me notifying me that I have not turned the sounds off again.
You know you will always have a place to stay and find food to eat in Shapeir. Shamin, Shema and I cannot thank you enough for helping us recover our stolen treasures.
Well, that's good for you, Abdullah. I was glad to help.
It is good to be back home, even though I have not have had troubling news. My old friend Arus al-Din, the Emir of Rasir, is missing. He was a good man, but not as wise as I.
Yeah, Abdullah saying that he's wise, yeah, you'll see.
Ah, but you have not even seen our beautiful Shapeir, and already I speak of problems. You need to go out, explore, and discover why this is indeed a land of enchantment.
Yep, we are in Shapeir. So, let us greet.
Good day, my fine friend. I trust you are finding your stay in Shapeir interesting. There is always so much to see and do here.
Now, let us get into the more important stuff here. So it's mid-morning, not even early morning, no sunrise. So we're already at mid-morning, like 10 a.m. or so. So, here we are. This is the character sheet, and as you can see, it is a bit different than from before. There are two new things in this game that are important depending on how you play the game. You've got your honor system. Because I'm a thief, I do not really care about the honor system. The honor system is only for those who want to try to get to play a paladin in the next game. If you get your honor up to 100, you will have the choice in the next game of choosing either to keep your current character class that you have, which is the warrior or the magic user, or you will choose yourself to be a paladin. Now, a paladin, everybody knows what they are. The goody two shoes of honor and respect, and they're always doing good stuff, never doing evil, and always defeating evil. Yeah, those guys. The good thing about the paladin for the next on the third game is that they have their own healing spell. Now that is really good in the third game. In this game, you still don't get it in this game because you have to play it through this game in order to get to be the paladin. It was pretty interesting that they did that, but as I am a thief, I will do some bad things and I will never be able to be a paladin. There is a way of getting around that, but no. Just no. It would be a good thing for me to be a paladin in the next game because well, I'm not gonna explain it. Because we're playing the second game here. I'm not here to talk about the third game. So, the other thing that you have is communication, which I already have at 68 because I did so many good things in the first game. Communication is pretty much getting to know other people, getting them to like you, being polite to them, and also bargaining. Bargaining for getting lower prices on stuff. That is the new thing about this game, which is very, very important, because some of the stuff that you need to buy in this game can cost quite a bit of money. But if your communication skills are high enough, you can bargain with them, they will lower their prices, and that is golden. Like, say, in the first game you couldn't bargain at all. Like, there was the healing potion that cost you 60 silver coins. In this game you could bargain for it, and they would sell it to you for like 50 silver coins. So pretty much, yeah, it's a social skill. And it's used pretty much only for mercantile, which is bargaining chips. So yeah, that's the biggest difference between the first and the second game when it comes to communication and as a social skill. You just want to be very nice to people. These are the most important steps when you talk to people. Always greet them, and if you're talking to a merchant, bargain. Always bargain before you buy stuff. And lastly, always say either thank you or goodbye. Just being very polite to others will get you ahead you get pretty much far in the game.
And also, if you are aiming to be a paladin, depending on if you're the fighter or the magic user, being polite is also important. So always greet, always say thank you, and other stuff. Being polite will give you honor points. Not always, but sometimes it will give them to you. It just depends on which character you will be talking to. Like with Abdullah here, I just greeted him, even though I didn't need to because I was already talking to him. Now, let's get some information out of him. So, let's ask about Shapeir.
The land of Shapeir may be plagued with elementals and jinns, but the city will ever stand, as long as there are heroes such as yourself.
So let's ask about the elementals.
The elementals are some sort of magical things which could destroy us all.
See what he said about he's wiser than the Emir? Yeah. He's really lying out of his fat ass.
The jinn are magical beings, huge monstrous creatures of power, capable of tearing a man limb from limb, although I have never personally experienced this.
Well, if you had, you wouldn't have your limbs now, would you? Like I said, not the wisest man in the area. Let's ask about the inn.
A place to relax, to talk to friends, to eat and drink, to watch entertainment. What better place to be?
So pretty much he's gonna be sitting here every day, all the time. He's not gonna move from that spot. Ever. Every time you come in here, he'll be sitting there. Except, of course, at night, he'll be sleeping. But you get the idea. He's just a fat ass. Well, let's ask about Shamin.
Like a cat, Shamin lands upon his paws wherever he goes. This inn is the oasis of culture for Shapeir.
And Shamin is sitting right back there. So let's ask about Shema.
Ah, the enchanting Shema. Her dance must be seen to be savored.
How about the dance then? He just says the same thing. I was talking about the other place, which is Razir.
Razir and Shapeir were sister cities, separated by the sands of the desert. Now it is said that the fountain of Razir runs no more, and that the city's soul has shriveled like a grape in the sun.
So it has become a raisin. Okay. Except raisins are made out of plums, not grapes. Or is it grapes? Whatever. He was talking about the Emir.
Arus was the kindest of men, quick to hug you and call you brother, but I must admit that he was not very brave.
Okay. How about the Sultan then?
The other day when I was talking to the Sultan, may he live forever, as Harun al-Rashid thanked me for my gift of the flying carpet and complimented me upon my courage in fighting against those vile brigands of Spielberg, he mentioned that there might be a need of a hero around here soon. The Sultan must have talked to the astrologer.
You didn't help anything to do with the freaking brigands. You were just crying your face off at the end because your gold and everything were stolen from you. So, you were just a crybaby. I hate people like this. They tell everybody, yes, I saved the world and everything. I'm the bravest hero of the world. And then when they are asked to do some heroic stuff, they'll just sit on their lazy ass and do nothing. Abdullah, you suck. Let's ask about the desert.
The desert is full of perils for the unwary, and only brave men or fools dare to go there. I used to travel through the desert often.
Well, you are a merchant, so you would be going with caravans all the time. Monsters.
I have fought many monsters in my travels through the desert.
Can you tell me anything about them? Any brigands around here?
If I had not fought off so many in the battle in Spielberg Pass, perhaps you would not have made it through the brigand lair, my friend.
Yeah, sure.
You fought a lot there.
I just snuck out of the fortress, if you remember. We didn't fight in the pass because the pass was an ambush. If you ever tried in the game going through the fortress's through the mountain pass to the fortress, you would just get killed. Anything else that I could ask? Let's ask about a hero. I regret that I cannot tell you what you wish to know. Okay. Anything about Spielberg? If you had not returned our stolen carpet and treasures, I would still be sitting there, wasting away to a mere shadow of myself. Well, you'll be a big shadow here, because you just keep eating and waving that drumstick, like a feather duster. Anything else that I could ask him? Water. Nope. How about the fountain? There is a fountain in the city. The fountain is the center of our life. Oh, center to stuff. You can read the text yourself. Especially when I upload the video. I do not need to read all of the text properly. It's not like I'm dyslexic or anything, which I'm not, but still, tongue twister. That's my excuse. So, any guilds around here? It has been a long time since I have visited there, but I know this city like the back of my hand. It is to the east of us, off the Plaza of the Fighters. Was that the west? Oh, ha 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 ha! You don't know where it is. Well, it is east. Anything about the palace? As I looked around the Sultan's palace the other day, I marveled at its wealth and beauty. Perhaps someday you too will be important enough to be invited there. Yeah, it's gonna take a while, but I'm sure we'll get there. Oh yeah, the astrologer, because he mentioned him. The astrologer is a very important man here. He can see the future in the stars. You should go to him and find out your fortune, for it is not written. A man should know his fate. His house is at the end of the Tariq of Stars. Tariq pretty much means street. So, his house is at the end of the Street of Stars. Yeah. Do I need to ask about anything else? How about thieves? Thieves guild? What need have you for thieves? There is no such guild in this fair city. Well, he's right about that. It doesn't exist here. So that's pretty much anything I can ask from him. So let's thank him. You're welcome. You don't always have to thank everybody because it doesn't register that. But it's always good to try. Just say thanks and you'll see the reaction. Usually the merchants and other people in the city will acknowledge your thank you or goodbyes. So let us greet Shamin.
We are most honored by your presence at our inn, Hero Spielberg.
So let's ask about Abdullah over there.
Abdullah may seem foolish at times, but there is much in what he says.
Well, that is true. So let's ask you about Shapeir.
The city is but an island of beauty amidst the shifting sands and timeless mountains.
Okay. How about Razir then?
That city used to be but a mirror to Shapeir. Now it is said that it is a foreshadow of what is to come.
Seems like things are not that good at Razir. So let's ask about you.
Shamin, in the tongue of my kindred, means he of the lion.
So you're a brave man, huh? Or a kata?
We are little people and few, but like grains of sand, we will always belong to the desert.
How about Shema?
There is none in all Shapeir to compare to my beautiful and wondrous mate.
How about her dance?
When Shema dances, fires awaken, at least for Kata.
Yeah, I don't want to know more about that. Thanks, Shamin, about that. Can you tell me anything about the desert?
Sands that change colors with the time of day. The desert is dear to our people. However, it is best viewed at night. It is hard to survive the heat of the sun.
Yeah, I can pretty much imagine that.
So, how about food? In the morning and evening, you have but to sit at your table, and Shema will be honored to serve you. You are our guest.
That is the cool thing about this game. You don't need to pay for food or the stay at the inn. It's all free, thanks to Shema and Shamin, because they own this inn. You are their friend. You are the hero. No need to pay for anything. Awesome. That's always been awesome about this game. No need to pay for any bills. I wish that was in real life. I really do. No need to pay for bills or anything. Food for free. Alas, such is not real life. So, anything else I can ask him? Sultan?
The Sultan Harun al-Rashid welcomed and sheltered the Katas driven from their homes in Razir. His name will be honored forever by our people.
Excuse me? Well, excuse you, Shamin. How dare you burp after speaking like that? The guild?
The guild is west of the Plaza of the Fountain.
Oh, thank you very much. So yeah, there you go, Abdullah. You don't know anything.
You don't know shit. The pathway to the fountain is north of our plaza.
That's good to know. How about the palace?
The Sultan's palace lies directly east of the Plaza of the Fountain. It is said that although no one sees the Sultan sees all.
Must be a big palace. I'm pretty much guessing that it's same type of a palace that is in like Disney's Aladdin or Prince of Persia. At least that's what I assume. It is an Easter theme, yeah, Arabian theme here, so why not make it a Taj Mahal then? Astrologer.
The Katas believe one's fate lies within oneself, not in the stars above.
That is a good thing, actually. Don't believe all those horoscopes and other stuff. The answers are not in the stars. You make your own decisions and control your fate. That's what I believe. Is there anything else I can ask for? Water?
You will have to ask Abdullah about that.
So, yeah, that's one of his answers when he doesn't know what to say about something. Can you tell me about anything but monsters?
There are many creatures in the desert who would seek to harm you.
Okay. Can you tell me about healing?
There is much of which I have no knowledge. Forgive me.
You are forgiven. Does he know anything about thieves?
Ah, hero of the north. I am but a kata. I cannot speak upon what I do not know.
Well, thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
How about I say bye?
Please, Effendi, 1,000 pardons, but I do not understand. The game doesn't understand what I want.
Okay. So that's pretty much all there is. I can click to see what these are. It is an oil lamp. Batteries not included.
Or even necessary.
Well, it's an oil lamp. It is a large brass bottle. What a genie it could hold.
Yeah, it would be a really huge genie.
It is one of the several low round tables. It is a patron in the inn, drinking and dining, no doubt. Anything else I can look at? It is a tassel. Didn't expect that actually having a description. But then again, it is a tassel. It is your good friend Abdullah Du.
I wouldn't say that good of a friend, really.
It is your good friend Shamin.
Now that is a good friend, yes. Why am I whispering?
So, now that we got all of the necessary information and wasted a few hours here because it's already a midday, let's get on with the show.
Let's get out of here and go into the city. Let's see what happens.